So I increased the mouse as instructed or suggested rather. So I'll be starting from the beginning again, and I'll focus more on giving the examples on the chart. Okay, now you have done your basic market structure, and if you paid attention to that class, this particular advanced market structure and the next topic will not be difficult for you. Okay, because what I'm going to explain is part of what has been explained before. Now, what is this basic market structure? For those that might not find all clarity from the basic market structure introduction, I'll be doing a brief recap on it again. So the basic market structure is the simple way people assume the market moves. Okay, it is the simple way people assume the market moves. How do I mean? Now, if you ask a newbie that how do the market move, they will just tell you that the market moves in higher highs, higher lows, lower highs, and lower lows. Then if you tell them to describe it on the chart, they may likely tell you that the market moves like this. Up and down, up and down. But one thing you should know is that the market can never move in a particular direction like this. Why? Because this market is made for you to lose more than you win. That's just the simple bitter truth. The whole forex trading whatever is made for ignorant people to lose more, for enough liquidity to be made than people win. Why do I say so? If it moves this way, it means that a person that enters into the market from, let me give an example, from this point, okay, gets to stay, and it will never come back to this point. It will just keep buying and buying, and you will keep making money. But is that what they really want? And if making money is so easy, it means that from here, if you put in $100 till this point, you should have make it like $1,000, $2,000 at ease. So the process of making money naturally in this world is not made to be easy like this. That is why I am debunking few basic market structure explanation that the market do not move in this form. That brings us to the advanced market structure. In the advanced market structure, how does the market move? Now, the market moves in twos. How do I mean? The basic market structure is from like 4 hours time frame, is still the same as moving like this in the 4 hours time frame. Okay, but from the time frame where you are going to enter, that's why they say swing traders make a lot of money. Who are swing traders? For those that are newbies, swing traders are those that hold trade for weeks and months. Okay, they enter from the 4 hours time frame, and this 4 hours time frame still holds on to the law of the basic market structure that price movement moves like this, which means that they hardly take stop losses, the swing traders, but price takes a very long time to get to their entry. It can take months. Why? They can be buying from here, and price will just come here, tap on their entry. It can take months to get to this point. And it will not, the business market structure told you that if this point is taken out, there is what's the name, a change of character. Okay, so they believe that the only thing that can make them take a loss here is if there is a change of character, which means that what they are buying here from the 4 hours time frame, the law of basic market structure still holds for the higher time frame. Okay, but for day traders, intraday traders, we do not use 4 hours time frame to take our entry, because we need to trade at least 3 times weekly. So staying in this point, price may take months to trigger your entry. And when this trade triggers, these people can keep holding on to this trade. It might take months again. Price will never come back to this point. It will just keep going, creating all of this again, keep going. It might not come back to this point again for even up to a year. And they are holding on to their position. But the question is, do you have that patience to hold onto a trade for months? Do you have what you need to use your money for? And do you have, most importantly, do you have that patience to wait for market to come to your entry? And sometimes it will not even come here. It keeps going and it never comes back here till the year runs over. There are some points on gold that price has not come back there after so many years. Like a year, price has not come back to that point. And instead, it keeps going up and up. But luckily for somebody has already gotten entry from that extreme. And if the person is still holding, good and fine. I know somebody that is holding BTC. He opened the position at, I think, $19,000. The time that retracement happened, sometimes last 2 years. He's still holding that till now, and BTC is far gone. Do you want to tell me that price will come to that is entry again? If price comes there, then that's a big retracement. Like, there are going to be so many says this one have what to say that BTC came back to $19,000 and all of that. So most likely to people right now, it's like impossible for BTC to come back there, but somebody got a position. So swing trading gives you more profit per holding, but it is very, very hard for price to trigger their entry. Okay, but what am I trying to say? The basic market structure is still the basic market structure still holds a ground for the higher time frame. Okay, but for the lower time frame where we take our entry, it is not the way it seems. We are not using the basic market structure format. That's number one. Then number two, the time where you can enter from the extreme using the basic market structure format is when price is no more in your entry level of the advanced market structure, which I will be showing you today. Okay, now for those that are intraday traders that probably needs to trade 3 to 2 times weekly, when you enter into the market, you enter from the lower time frame. Okay, you enter from the lower time frame. You do not enter from this higher time frame. The only thing you will do in this higher time frame is to get the trend of the market, how the market is moving. The trend means the direction. Okay, the direction of the market is gotten from the higher time frame, but your entry is gotten from the lower time frame, because the higher time frame takes longer time to mitigate our point of interest. Mitigation means coming into. Okay, now are we abolishing the basic market structure? No, but we are not entering with the basic market structure, because if you want to enter with the basic market structure from your lower time frame, it means that once this low is taken out, you will say that this place is a change of character. Meanwhile, it is not a change of character. Why? Because market will still take out this high. In the next class, we'll understand why this place is just there and not for your entry. When we get into the next class, we'll be talking about order flow. Now let's proceed. Now, how does the advanced market structure move? I told you it moves in twos. 2 makes 1 here. Now 1, 2. These 2 are 1. And if a new break occurs, this one becomes invalid. The new 2 becomes this 2. If a new one occurs, this one becomes invalid. The new 2 becomes this 2. And so on and so forth. Now, for a change of character, as people were saying in the basic market structure, they told you that the change of character occurs here once this low is taken out. But for the change of character, hope people can still hear me. Sparrow, are you there? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can hear you.
Now, for a change of character to occur in this advanced market structure, 2 lows has to be taken out. 2 lows has to be taken out. This low and the second low. Remember, I told you that they work in twos. Now, until this second low is taken out, this is just there. It is this second low that will determine if we are still buying. Okay, we will not go into order flow today. The next class on Saturday 11 a.m. That's why I will not be explaining, because if I try to explain this, then I am deviating from advanced market structure. I'm now talking about order flow. But each topic we take brings us back to advanced market structure till the end of this class, because this is the standard procedure to analyze. So each topic, if you don't understand it today, ask your question. If you still don't understand, wait for the revision. If you still don't understand, keep flowing with the class, because each topic takes us to the previous topic, because everything will be joined together to tell you how to enter your trade. Now let's go into the charts real quick. Let me use a different pair. The last time I explained, we used the VIX 25S. So let's use something else so that you can see that I'm not using a particular pair. So checking your let's first of all do our basic market structure in the 4 hours time frame for those that was likely did not understand the basic market structure when Steven taught. So first of all, somebody was asking that why is his chart not complete. Now this one is personal between Derive. There are reasons best known to them. Okay, they do not allow you to see so much of the previous price action. It's just like that. I don't even know the reason for that, but as you can see, it entered here. This is 20th of February 2024, so it entered here. So as it moves further, this thing gets moved. So now, as simple as this, now a break of structure occurs with the body of the candle. That's number one. A break of structure occurs with the body of the candle. What do I mean? For a point to be called a break of structure, it has to take out the previous swing point with body of the candle at this point, not with the wick of the candle. Okay, now, and for a point to be classified as an external is simply this 4 hours break of structures. Okay, this 4 hours basic market structure break, they are called externals. Now it has to have 3 or more of those lower time frame break of structure inside of it. Now we would have been calling this point an external. It broke with the body, obviously. Would have been calling this point an external, but it does not have that 3 break of structure inside. Break of structure is the going lower time frame to check the advanced market structure 2 to 1, 2 to 1, at least 3, not like 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 as 3. No, at least 3 break, 1 2 3. So when you get this your 4 hours formation, this external, you go to the lower. Don't try to draw those little break of structure that are to be found inside this external from the 4 hours, so that you don't make mistake. You go from the lower time frame, at least 30 minutes or 1 hour preferably. So let's look for it. Okay, good. So we got it. So let's see if these have up to 3 in it. We have 1. Remember what I told you, this point could not break this high. This high is the last high that was created before price retracement, and another low came below it, which simply invalidates this low, because a low has come below it. This low now becomes invalid. This high becomes invalid. This high could not break this high. This low could not maintain to take out this high before a retracement occurred. So for this low now to come below this low, any low that comes below another low, it abolishes the previous low. So this low is not valid anymore. It is now this low. This low, okay, let's check this low and this low, which one is lower. So okay, this one, okay, we can check the lines. Is this one is a bit higher, this one came below it. So it's here. So from here down to this point, this is just 1, because you're not going to count this one, the first one, from here. You start from the next one to count. So it's just 1 they have, which is pretty much not valid to call this point an external. So you have to go back to the 4 hours time frame. You have to go back to the 4 hours time frame to check the next one. So the next one that we have is this one here. From here down to this point. Here, this is last low here, down to this point. We have drawn our external. This is for, I told you that for higher time frame, the basic market structure still remains as it is. If you check the movement, it's still going to be moving like this, up down, up down, up down. Okay, it doesn't remove 2 to be a chain of character, it moves just 1. The reason why this guy is not a chain of character is because it does not have those break of structures inside of it, at least 3. So we are using this one now as our change of character, because even without going to the lower time frame, you can see few of them here. But let's still go to the 1 hour time frame. Remember what I said before, for every low that comes below a previous low, it simply makes that previous low invalid. For example, this low that came here now, this low becomes invalid. This one just becomes like something like this to that low, something like this to that low. So this low becomes invalid. The next one, we continue from this low could not break this high. What broke the high? this guy. Did it break with the body of the wick? Let's confirm. The body or the wick. Okay, it did break with the body. Look at it here, from here down to this point. This is where the break occurred. Look at this plus line, this line. So from here to here. So we continued again from here to here, here to here. This low came below this one. This, so you see that we had a lot of it. All these ones are together till this point, and this guy continued because this guy did not because this guy later took down this one. He just continued like this. All of them now are one till that last point. So for this point to be taken out is simply where the where the change of character occurred is this second one. When we get to order flow, I will tell you what you are supposed to do just when two of these break of structures are taken out. So I won't actually like show you right now till the next class. So after this now, all of these guys are simply the break of structures inside, and then this last point is where we call external. Okay, these are the 4 hours markup before we mark these ones here. Okay, so as simple as that is the movement of the advanced market structure. It is nothing complicated. It is not hard if you practice. Okay, it is not hard if you practice. Always draw your advanced market structure from the lower time frame and your basic market structure from the higher time frame. Okay, as simple as that. Let's check one more pair separately before we take questions. So for example, this is basic market structure, this is basic market structure. I don't think this one broke it, so I don't think, let's see, did it break it? No. So these things I'm drawing are the basic market structure map up to get the trend of the market. And the most recent point, this doesn't change the fact that this is still strong low, weak strong high, weak low. Okay, I told you basic market structure still remains what it is for the higher time frame. For the lower time frame, it changes because of you are looking for your entry. So when you have marked this now, you can go to the lower time frame, the most recent one, to draw your break of structures that were found inside of it. So you can see them. This one sold from here. You not take it out, it just sold from there. Not take it out. So if you don't know how to mark it for now, just let it be. As simple as that. So that is all for the advanced market structure. It is just knowing when price got to a particular, for the basic market structure of the higher time frame is to know the trend. Okay, why the advanced is to know where to enter from. Okay, so that will be all for now, till the next class again. So how do you get ask your questions, please? Sparrow, you can unmute few persons to ask their question.
All right.
I
Thank you
think,
for the class, by the way.
yeah,
Samuel, you've been unmuted.
10
Please ask your
questions.
question.
Just 10 questions. Make sure you count them. Just 10.
Okay. Good morning. Good morning. So I just want to confirm something on the 4-hour time frame.
Yes.
To confirm a change of character,
Yeah.
is it compulsory for the external structure to have three? Is it three break of structure?
Inside of it, yes.
Three
Yes.
internal break of structure.
Yes, it is compulsory. That's why we did not use the other one as an external, because it did not have three. It had just one. It is compulsory, yes. The next question, please.
Okay, thank you.
About it. Thank you.
All right. 60, you've been unmuted. Please ask your question.
Oh, GM. Please, mom. I see like you marked an area for these VIX. Mom, can you go back to VIX 75 1x?
Okay. Done.
Man, when you mark the change of character, is it the most like it's most a week to body break of change of character? Is it valid?
A week to body, no problem. But a week to week is
Because
invalid.
Okay, mom.
Like this
That's
one
what
now
because
is
it's a week to body
yes.
change of character. That's
This
why.
one is a week to body, yes. A week to body is valid. Week to week invalid. Week to week is called week out. Like it's just like price weaken people and later buying. There is an entry model for that. It will be explained when price weeks out your entry.
Thank you, mom.
How to enter it after that. Yes, you're welcome. Let's proceed. Paro, please be fast about it.
Okay. Chiemele, you've been unmuted. Please ask your question.
Okay. Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. So concerning first off, I have two questions. What about you said week to body? What about body to week? Does it ascertain change of character?
Which one is body to week? I just answered you now. I answered the previous person. That was the same thing the person asked. If this one is body and this one is weak, it cannot go. Assuming that this candle here, this one did not come down below, this would have not been a change of character. Because why? This was weeks. It has to be body to body, week to body, week to week, invalid. Next question, please. Do you understand? Are you hearing me? Do you understand?
Okay. Then. Yes, I understand.
All right.
I understand. My second question. Please, can you go to 75? The previous one is 75, please.
Okay. Done.
Okay. There was the marker which you did that kind of confused me. This 4 hours search.
The 4
Please, can
hours.
you there
The 4 hours.
4 hours.
Okay.
Can you space out more?
Sure. Like this.
Now, yeah, good. Now, by that's
this one.
that leg, I just kind of like summarize like
This one? You mean this one?
yes, come
Okay.
down, yeah.
Okay.
Yes. From up to down, yeah.
Yes.
Those little ones inside, why did you take them as also like greater structure and so why did you take them as legs? Those little ones.
Okay, because they are just internal structures. They do not qualify as an external structure. Inside these little legs can never have three internal structure, like three breaker structure inside of them. This thing here, if you look very well, this thing is impossible from here to here. If you go to the okay, let's try it out. Now I marked out this thing here. Let's go to this 1 hour to check if this thing have three of their type inside. No, it doesn't have. Instead, it is this thing that is even an internal, like it's a breaker structure on its own. It is not an external. See, inside this thing, these things that are here are not called internals. These other break that inside of it are called structural liquidity. We'll get to that, but this is not an external. Do you understand, please?
Yeah, I do.
All right, thank you. Next person, please. Thank you.
Look, you've been unmuted. Please ask your question.
Oh, thank you so much. Please, Big Mama, I want to ask, like, if price actually break a structure like change of character in 4 hours, is it necessary for the price to come back above where it broke the structure to still continue selling or buying, like in the standard 4 hours there?
Okay. If price breaks this low, is it possible for price to do what? Come back to this point to start selling?
Come back before selling. Yes, like the place it is now, to come back above it and still continue coming down again.
Yes, it is possible. When we get to order flow, I will talk about that. It is very, very possible. It is called clearing of internal structure. They are now called once. You're taking me to order flow. Once there is like a breach inside these little breaker structures inside these 4 hours, price will now turn the rest to internal liquidity. We'll get to that and clear them till this external. Then this is where it will now sell from, if this external fits the characteristics of selling from here. Every entry has rules. If they do not fit in, there is a way to go about it, but you don't have to force it to fit in if it doesn't fit in. As simple as that. Any other question? Another person? Proceed. Thank you. Or do you have another question? Hello, can you hear me?
Okay, I'm muted.
Do you have another question? I was talking to the previous person. Does he have another question? All right, the next person then. Hello, can you hear me? Who's the next person? If there is no question, we have to stop here.
The questions guy, you've been unmuted. Ask your question.
Okay, Sabigal, good morning. Sparrow, good morning.
Proceed.
Can you hear me?
I can. Proceed,
All right.
please.
Okay. My question is, if an external has been taken out, like a change of character has occurred.
Okay.
Now, let me say in the uptrend we now have a change of character to the downside.
Okay.
Now, the swing point will it now be from the previous weak points to the recent strong
Like if we now want
points
to
in the downtrend,
like
as far as change character.
Like if we now want to know where the next swing point for the next
Like
trend
we are in an
begin.
uptrend.
Okay, this is what you mean.
Yeah, the next.
Okay, now
Yes.
if this change of character occurs here, the next swing point begins from here to here till another retracement. Then
Yeah. Okay.
like this, yes, here to
Okay.
here to here, yes.
All right.
it.
All right.
Next question is
Like, I have other question, please. Sorry.
okay, proceed.
I think that is the internet you marked in this chart, please. I want to see the internet. I have a question there.
Okay.
Okay. I think it's the other chart.
Dix
The other,
75 1S.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think it's the other one.
For those that we cannot attend to your question today, do well to ask them by 12 p.m. It's almost 12. Ask it there. Okay. Proceed with your question.
Yeah. Okay. Now, this two internals, this last two recent internals, this place you mark a change of character now.
Okay.
Is it the two recent internal that was taken that make a change of character?
Yes. Internally.
Because I didn't see the other, I didn't see the second one that broke above this high.
Okay. Now, why is it like this? The reason is because this place is supposed to be an external. This particular case is different. This place is supposed to be an external, but they do not have three internals. Now, after they took out this particular, first of all, I wanted not to say this right now. I want to say it later on when we get to this topic. Now, the full qualification for a valid external is two things. The first one is on probability. It happens, it may not happen, it may happen. Then the second one is compulsory. Number one that I said it may happen or not is for a point to be called an external, valid external, like very valid. First of all, it needs to take out an internal like a break of structure inside the previous one leg, which is this one. Now, it took out this guy, making us know that it wants to form, it can take out one or more. It took out this guy. You know, this guy is just a little break of structure that was found inside his 4 hours leg. Now, after he took out this guy,
Yeah.
it made us realize that seems like it wants to form the 4 hours one leg. But what happened? After it retraced, it could not give us three internally, like three inside. Yeah. Okay. Now it gave us only two, but it has already given us one qualification here. It could not give us. Now it cannot. This whole leg like this cannot be an internal, because what, it took out an internal first of all. Okay. And it's supposed to create this particular one of creating three is not negotiable. Okay, so it's supposed to create three before taking out this high, or after taking out this high. Anyway, it's supposed to create at least three, but it did not. So after it created two, it took it out and retraced. So this two still stands as internal break of structure, like it happened inside. It still stands as internal break of structure, despite the fact that it's
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
You get me now, right?
Yeah, I guess now.
Alright, sure.
Thank you.
You're welcome. The next question, please.
Uche Oxford, you can ask your question. You've been allowed to speak. Hello, Uche, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm speaking. All right. Thank you so much for the class. There's a question I want to ask about for some of us newbies.
Okay.
We understand this class, but we want the application when we are trading. So what it means is that before we establish that this is a particular trend, we have to ascertain from the 4 hours to the 1 hour that there is a total unquestionable change of character from all of this, right? If that is so, I want you to also be mentioning it. Then there's another thing. When you spread out these charts, there's circle dots that come on different points. I want to know what that signifies. I see it also on my charts.
Circle dot.
Is something you need to know?
What circle dot? Do you mean this thing here? This circle when I touch this thing?
Just something like a knot that dots the charts.
Okay, circle dot.
Touch the chart. Let's see.
Okay.
It just comes on the.
This thing. Okay.
Just click on the candle. There are some dots that would appear.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't affect what you are doing. Don't worry. It's not.
Is this something that we need to know?
No. If you double tap that thing, it allows you to edit the chart, like the colors and all. You get me?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So the first question, please.
I really did not understand the first question. Are you asking like when you have gotten these things, like how do you enter as a trade? Is that what you are asking?
No, what we want to establish from all of this is that before we are confident that there is not going to be a retracement, is that we have to come to the 4 hour time frame.
The 4 hours time frame, right? The 4 hours time frame is to get the trend,
Time frame
the
and
direction.
certain character.
Is to get the direction.
Sorry?
The 4 hours time frame is to get the direction of the market overall. Why the lower time frame is to get the internal direction, what it is doing internally before you get your entry, because it's that internal structure you are entering through.
And they have to agree. Right?
They don't have to be in sync. What do I mean? The higher time frame can be bearish and the lower time frame is bullish. That is when we get into order flow. I will explain how that happens.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you.
All right.
The next question, please. The next person. Thank you.
Alex Emiko, you've been unmuted. Please ask your question.
Okay, thank you so much. Good morning, Sabiigal. Good morning, Sparrow. Okay, I have two questions here. The first one is, you made mention about the business structure. Now, you said basic market structure is to know the trend.
Okay.
Advanced market structure to get your entry. So the basic market structure, is it for lower time frame, where advanced is higher time frame?
The basic market structure is for higher time frame, to know the trend from the higher time frame. The advanced market structure is for lower time frame, to get your entry
So
and
what
to
is
know the internal trend.
Okay, so the higher time frame is for, higher time frame is as 4 hours upward, right?
3 hours can go 3 hours, 4 hours upwards. Yes.
Okay, then lower time frame from 2 hours below.
Yes. At
Then
most,
also,
as
one
a
more question I also
medium,
have
you can stop at
is
30 minutes.
all of this now, is it to get the market? Okay, can you just do a little bit of summary? Now, I know you want to round up the class now. I'm a new person, I'm new into this. So maybe you can just, in 2 minutes, without just give us a little summary of DinoSong right now. You can know, of course, you talk about trend and, of course, advanced structure entry. So is it all? Okay, the summary of everything you just said, like, don't be just a short summary of how we can use this knowledge of this particular market as one market. So how we can use it? Is it for entry purpose or for trend?
Just learn how
I mean, the application of it.
Just learn how to mark these things first before you want to learn how to apply it. Can you draw these things on your own? Calm down, okay? Breathing. Calm down. Everything we'll be learning at the end of the class, we will learn how to put all of them together to get a setup. This one we are doing is simply just to learn them in peace. Okay, we're learning them step by step. You cannot apply just only this thing on your own now. You cannot apply this thing. Advanced market structure cannot just give you entry like that. There are other things you need to put in place as well after getting the trend. You cannot just get the trend and enter. Okay, let's assume now that because you got the trend and then you decided to enter here, first stop loss, enter here, second stop loss. No, there are qualifications that qualifies a particular point as being valid for you to enter from, despite it is in line with the trend. Do you get me?
Yeah, I get you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Sparrow.
Okay, Yolo, you've been unmuted. Please ask your question. Hello, Yolo, you've been unmuted. Please ask your question. Can you? Hello, can you hear me?
Just move to the next person if he's not talking.
Kishki, you've been unmuted. Please ask your question.
Yeah, hello. Thank you for the class. I don't know if you can go back to 75 index, the 30 minutes time frame. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm going there.
Okay, so what I want to ask is about this marking of break-off structures. If you look at this, the last end of your arrow down when you were marking the internal.
This one.
So can you zoom in on this last part, like your last triangle down here? Yeah.
Okay.
So, okay. So now you see we are coming down from up here.
Okay.
And when we came to this, you see this like hammer candle going down, then it went up and came down, break with the body. Can we also count that as like break of structure?
Which one are you talking about?
Then I do not. I don't know if you notice this hammer candles under these green candles.
Hammer candle.
No, down.
Down where? Yeah. Yeah.
I'm talking about this
this way.
Your blue arrow candle, your blue arrow.
This hammer here, this one.
Down, that points to this internal structure.
This one.
Not this place, your cursor is this.
Screenshots, go to your chat.
Yeah. Where